Hi, today's class is a Flow One style class. We'll be doing a nice long warm up, and then our flows will be working on half moon pose, so adding that into our standing poses this week. You may want a couple props. I have a blanket to sit on and a couple blocks. I also have a little bit of a back injury, so I'm going to be modifying today. I encourage you to do the same if that's what you need. And I always feel like an injury is a nice reminder that every time we come to the mat, we need to evaluate what's going on for us that day. You know, we may want to do all the things and be able to do all the things. We may want to be able to do all the things and not be able to, or in my case, I want to do all the things, but I really shouldn't. So I should really modify. And then there's always those days when you come to the mat and you just really don't want to do the things, right? Or all the things. So, you know, this is your practice always. And so I encourage you to use the props if you want to or need to. Don't use them if you don't want to or don't need to. Skip anything that's not going to be good for your body or that you don't want to do. Really just make this your practice. All right, let's get started. Find a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Lift your heart. You can close your eyes if you like, or just soften your gaze down to the mat. And just take a few moments to connect to your breath. Let your breath gently begin to deepen so that it feels full and supportive, yet still easeful. And bring your palms together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. And feel free to set an intention for your practice by asking yourself, what do I need from my yoga practice right now? Then honor your intention and honor yourself by bowing your head to your heart. Lower your hands, lift your chin, and open your eyes. All right, we are going to start lying down. You may want to have your blocks nearby, so have them nearby just in case, and then lie down onto your back. And first, let's just add a little bit of movement. So hug your knees into your chest, maybe rock a little side to side, front to back, circle your knees. And then lower your feet to the floor. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. And this is where it might be nice to have the support of blocks underneath each thigh. So we'll be here for a few moments in stillness. So let this be another opportunity to connect to your breath, that long, slow, full, easeful breath. If it's comfortable and natural for you, maybe even directing your breath in and out through your nose. You can take this time to check in with your body, noticing how this position feels this morning. If it is morning, it's morning here. So wherever you are, how does your body feel right now? Know if at any time you need to bring your knees back together, you're welcome to. If you'd like to add on a little arm position, maybe even reaching your arms overhead. And if your arms are overhead, you can even wiggle a little bit side to side. Great. And then bring your knees back together and the soles of your feet to the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. You may decide to stay right here. Or you can hug your legs in towards your chest, maybe clasping your hands behind your left thigh or in front of your left shin. Keep your legs crossed. Lower your left foot back down. Spread your arms wide and twist to your left. Bring your legs back to center. Widen your left foot to the left and lower your legs to the right. Remembering that you can always lower your right foot to the floor if that would feel better than resting on your left knee. You could also reach your arms overhead or cactus your arms. And bring your legs back to center. Let's switch sides. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Again, you can stay here, or maybe hug your legs in towards your chest. And if your right foot is off the floor, lower it back down. Spread your arms wide and twist to your right. Bring your legs back to center. Widen your right foot to the right and lower your legs to the left. Remembering that you can lower your left foot to the floor or even adjust your arms to a different position. Then bring your legs back to center. Uncross them, hug both knees back into your chest. Just give them a squeeze in. Then spread your arms wide like a T and twist to your right. Bring your legs back to center and then lower them to the left. Bring your legs back to center. Hug them in. You can either rock yourself up to seated or roll to one side and press yourself up to a seated position. Now, let's slide our blocks around to the front of the mat. So they'll be there later on if you want to use them. And then find a cross-legged position again. If you want to sit up on something, please do. Do a little bit of movement here. So once you're cross-legged, as you inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. And exhale, fold forward, lowering your hands, your forearms, or your forehead to the floor. Walk your hands back in, lift your chest up, and then switch the cross of your legs. Again, inhale, reach your arms up, and this time side bend over to your right. Really stretch out through your left fingertips. Feel that length through your left side. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, twist to your, side bend to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist, roll your shoulders back and lift your heart. You can stay here with your hands at your waist or clasp your hands behind your back. If your hands are clasped, you can keep your elbows bent or straighten your arms. And then release that one more time. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold forward, lowering your hands, your forearms, or your forehead to the floor. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. All right, if you're sitting on something, you might want to slide that off to the side. I'm going to turn again to face the short front edge of my mat and slide a little bit closer towards the front of the mat. Then fold your right leg in and take your left leg wide, straight off to the side, turn towards your left leg. You can stay upright or crawl your hands forward to fold. Your hands can rest on the floor, on your shin, or you can reach out for your foot. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Place your right hand on the floor on the outside of your right shin. Rise up onto your right shin and sweep your left arm alongside your ear. Lower all the way back down to seated and swing your left leg back for pigeon. If you want support here, you can slide a block or a folded blanket or pillow underneath your right hip, or bring that same prop underneath your forehead or your forearms. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Shift your weight back to your right hip. Swing your left leg forward again. Your left foot can rest either on the inside of your right shin or cross over your right knee. Sit up nice and tall. Take your left fingertips behind you, lift your heart, and twist to the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist, switch sides. Fold your left leg in. Take your right leg off to the right side. And then turn towards your right foot. You can sit up tall or crawl your hands forward to fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Take your left hand to the outside of your left leg. Rise up onto your left shin. Sweep your right arm alongside your ear. Lower yourself all the way back down. Swing your right leg back behind you for pigeon. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Shift your weight back to your left hip. Swing your right leg around. Again, your right foot can rest on the inside of your left shin or cross over your left knee. And then let's twist to the right. Take your right fingertips behind you. Lift your heart and twist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist, uncross your legs, and then swing them back behind you to find a tabletop position. If you need padding underneath your knees, don't hesitate to set that up. And then once you're in your tabletop, let's do a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, look up. Exhale, round your back, release your head and neck down. Do that a couple times. Move at your pace. That's feeling good. Stay with that. If you'd like to add on, please do. Maybe rock front to back, side to side, circles. Just let yourself explore how your body's feeling through a little bit of movement here. There's no right or wrong thing to do. Once you've had enough, we'll meet in child's pose. So bring your hips back to your heels and lower your forehead to the ground, to a block or to the backs of your hands, your stacked hands. Remembering that child's pose can be done with your knees close together or wide apart or anywhere in between. Vault both hands over to the right until you feel a stretch along your left side. Walk your hands back through center and over to the left. And walk your hands back to center. Inhale, rise up to your tabletop. Once you're in your tabletop, reach your right arm up to the sky and then sweep your right arm underneath your left. You're welcome to add on here if you want. You could straighten your left arm. You could wrap it behind your back or even straighten your left leg. And then come back to center to tabletop. Reach your left arm up and exhale, sweep it underneath your right, thread the needle, second side. Again, feel free to add on in any way that you like to here. And press yourself back up to center to tabletop. From tabletop, walk your knees back behind you, maybe like 6 inches. Then shift your hips forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists and your spine is nice and long. This is our half plank position. Bring some space between your fingers, grip the ground with your fingertips, tone your belly, and then slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Rest on your stomach. Spread your arms wide like a T. Begin to roll towards your left side. You can kickstand your right leg back behind you. You can also bring your right arm in closer towards your body or wrap your right arm behind your back. Slowly roll back to center. Take your right arm wide to the right. Roll towards your right side. You can kickstand your left leg back behind you. You can adjust your left arm to a different position. And roll back to center. Sphinx pose. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Just take a moment here. Fold your right forearm in front of you, bend your left knee. That might be enough. You could stay there. Or reach back, find your left foot with your left hand, and pull your left foot in closer. Release and switch sides. And then release. Bring your forehead to the mat. Place your hands on the mat alongside your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Press back up to tabletop. Then straighten your right leg back behind you. Press back through your right heel with movement or stillness. And begin to hover your right foot. You reach your left arm alongside your ear. As you exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, stretch out. You can stay here or bend your right knee. You could stay there or reach back with your left hand to find your right foot. And then release. Come back to your tabletop. Straighten your left leg back behind you. Press back through your heel. Movement or stillness. Begin to hover your left foot. Reach your right arm alongside your ear. As you exhale, curl in. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach out. You can pause here or bend your left knee and pause there, or reach back with your right hand to find your left foot. And then release, tabletop. Walk your knees back behind your hips a couple of inches. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Press your hips back. I'm going to keep my knees bent today. That's going to be better for me and my back. You might want to try that out. It can feel really nice to help you get some length through your spine without your hamstrings getting overly stretched. So if you have tight hamstrings or low back pain, this might feel like a better option with the knees bent. But if you don't need that or don't want to bend your knees, go ahead and straighten your legs. Great. Inhale, come forward to plank. Shift forward to your tippy toes, lower your knees to the mat. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Reach your arms back alongside your hips with your palms face up. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And exhale, lower. Place your hands on the mat alongside your chest. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift your shoulders up away from the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Hover your hands up away from the mat. And then lift your head and chest up. It's like a handless cobra pose. And exhale, lower down. Great. Let's do one more. This time you can repeat either of those two versions, or you can bring some weight into your hands and lift up higher. Press the tops of your feet down. Roll your shoulders onto your back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Curl your toes under. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Press up to tabletop. And then back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Forward fold at the front of your mat. It can also be really nice here to grab your blocks. Bring your hands to your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Use your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. And exhale, lower your arms. Good. We'll do a little bit of movement here in standing. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your arms wide, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, take your arms wide, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, relax your arm by your right side. Reach up and over to the left side. Sorry, to the right side with your left arm. Side bend. I should have just said side bend. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. If you're using blocks, you might want to continue to keep your hands on the blocks and then take your blocks alongside your feet. If you're not using blocks, take your hands to the ground alongside your feet and then take a giant step back with your left foot. Then we're in a low runner's lunge with your hands either on the blocks or on the ground. And if you're using the blocks, remember they do have 3 heights, so you can adjust the height so it feels good for you. And then from here, reach your right arm up to the sky, twist. Stay in your twist, lower your left knee to the floor. Stay in your twist, lift your chest up. So your left hand is reaching forward, your right hand is reaching back. Cartwheel your hands back down to the floor to your blocks. Lizard lunge, bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. You can stay here with arms straight, or you can bring your forearms down to the ground or to your blocks. If your forearms are down, place your palms flat, straighten your arms. Lift your back knee up away from the mat and then walk your hands. Feel free to take the blocks with you around to the left side for a wide-legged forward fold. So turn your feet so they're parallel to each other. And then fold in between your legs with your hands on the ground, on blocks, or if there's a different arm position that you like, please feel free to take that. And straighten your arms, lengthen your spine. Bring a little bend to your knees. Turn your right toes forward. Walk your hands back around to the front of your mat and into a lunge. Then take either one big step or several little steps to step your left foot to the front of your mat and fold back in your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Take a moment to pause. And reach your left arm up to the sky, twist. Stay in your twist, lower your right knee to the floor. Stay in your twist, lift your chest, reach your right arm forward. Cartwheel your hands back down to your blocks. Lizard lunge, bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Again, you can stay here with straight arms or bring your forearms to the ground or to blocks. Place your palms flat, straighten your arms, lift your back right knee. Walk your hands around to the right, turn your feet parallel to each other, and fold, wide-legged forward fold. Straighten your arms, lengthen your spine. Turn your left toes forward. Walk your hands back around to the front of your mat. Take one big step or several little steps. Step your right foot forward and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight into your left leg. Bend your right knee. Open your right knee to the side. Your right toes can stay on the ground. You can bring your foot to your inner calf or your inner thigh. Your hands can be at your waist, at your heart, or reach your arms up to the sky. Lower your hands if they're lifted and lower your leg to the mat. Shift your weight into your right leg. Bend your left knee. Open your left leg to the side. And again, your left foot can be on the ground, on your inner calf or your inner thigh. And then find your favorite arm position. Lower your hands to heart center if they're lifted. Lower your left foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a giant step back with your left foot. Then inhale, rise all the way up to warrior two. Take a moment to check your leg position. Your left foot will be about parallel to the back edge of your mat. Nice deep bend in your right leg. Lift your kneecaps, drag your heels towards each other, widen your right knee to the right. Take a moment here. And as you exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh. And reach your left arm alongside your ear. You could stay here or release your hands down to a block, your right hand down to a block or to the mat. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Now, shorten your stance a little bit. So step your left foot in a little bit. Now, reach out with your right fingertips, shift your weight onto your right foot, and then step back into warrior two. Yeah, so just a little, shift your weight onto your right foot and then lower down. We're going to do that a couple times. See if you can find a pause as you're standing on your right leg. Maybe if that's going well, you reach your right hand down a little further towards the mat. If you'd rather keep more upright, then do that. So let's do that a couple more times. Beautiful. This time, step your left foot all the way to the front of your mat, back to Tadasana. All right, inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back with your right foot into a lunge. And then inhale, rise up to warrior two. Take a moment to settle into your legs. Your right foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Nice deep bend in your left knee. Lift your kneecaps, drag your heels towards each other so your legs are strong and stable. Widen your left knee to the left. Great side angle pose. Either bring your left forearm to your left thigh or lower your fingertips to the ground or a block. Stretch your right arm alongside your ear. Inhale, come all the way back up, warrior two. Again, shorten your stance in your warrior two. Then shift your weight onto your left leg and then step back to warrior two. Shift onto your left leg and step back. See if you can make that as controlled as possible. You can continue like that, or if that's going well, maybe reach your left hand a little bit closer to the floor. Take a couple more, seeing if you can pause for a moment on your left foot. One more time. Great. Step your right foot to the front of your mat. Tadasana. All right, here's our last flow. Let's do it. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Take a moment to settle into your warrior two. Find a nice, strong stance. Now, you can work again like we just were, shifting your weight into your right leg and then stepping back into warrior two. Or if you want to go all the way down for half moon pose, do that. You'll lower your right hand down to the ground or to your block and lift your left leg high. Again, your choice. You can use a block or not. You can do the movement or not. You can stay in warrior two. You could pause here in half moon pose with me. 2 more breaths. Great. If you're in half moon, step your left foot to the back of your mat, rise to standing, turn both toes out, bend your knees for goddess squat. Oops. Now, you can stay with your hands on your thighs for support, or take your arms up with your elbows bent. Keep working to widen your knees apart. Good, one more breath. Great, straighten your legs. Turn your right toes forward. Angle your left foot towards the front of your mat. It'll turn out about 45 degrees. Keep your legs straight. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Begin to hinge at your hips, lowering your hands down to the ground or to your blocks. Pyramid pose. Great, straighten your arms if they were bent. Step your left foot forward. Then take a giant step back with your right foot into a lunge. And inhale, rise up to warrior two. Okay, you know where we're going, so take a moment to settle into your warrior two. You have those same options. You can always just stay here, or you could do that movement like we were doing, the previous flow, or lower your left hand down to your block or to the ground. Lift your right leg up to find your half moon pose. Good, 2 more breaths. Finish up what you're working on. And then step your right foot to the back of your mat, rise to standing, turn both toes out, find your goddess squat. Great, straighten your legs. Turn your left toes forward. Angle your right toes in as well. You can let them turn out about 45 degrees. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. And then begin to hinge at your hips, lowering your hands down to the ground or to your blocks. Great. If your elbows are bent, straighten your arms. Step your right foot forward and fold. Use your legs. Inhale. Rise all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's do a slow sun salutation A. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your feet back to plank. Take a moment, pause here. Shift forward to your tippy toes. You can lower your knees to the mat like we were doing earlier. Exhale, lower all the way down. Press the tops of your feet down, roll your shoulders towards the sky. Inhale, lift, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up to tabletop. And exhale, take it back for child's pose. Great. Inhale, tabletop. Shift your hips to one side and swing your legs around to come to seated. And if you like to sit up on something for your forward folds, go ahead and grab that. Sit up on it. Bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees wide for Baddha Konasana. You can stay here, more upright, or you can hinge at your hips to fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release, come all the way up to seated. Keep your right leg folded in. Straighten your left leg forward. Point your left toes to the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach your hands forward to fold. Again, let your hands rest wherever they land, your shin, the floor, or your foot. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Let's switch sides. Fold your left leg in, straighten your right leg forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward to fold. Letting your hands rest wherever they land. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Straighten both legs forward. And then swing both legs over to the right side. This is just both feet off to the right. We're going to twist away from our feet. So take your left fingertips behind you, lift your chest, and twist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. Straighten your legs forward, and then swing your feet over to the left side. Twist away from your feet to the right. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, untwist. Straighten your legs forward. One more forward fold here. So with both legs straight, point your toes to the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward to fold. Letting your hands rest wherever they land. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Okay, let's lie down. You will need a block, and if you don't have a block, folded blanket or a pillow will work. And once you're ready, go ahead, lay down onto your back. You can hug your knees in towards your chest, maybe adding a little movement with that. And with your knees bent, lower your feet flat to the floor. Cross your right knee over your left, kind of like eagle pose. You can stay like that with your legs, or like eagle, you can tuck your right toes behind your left calf. Shift your hips a little bit to the right, and then lower your knees to the left. So you begin, slow things down. Reconnect once more with your breath. Nice, slow and deep. Supportive and easeful. Bring your legs back to center. And then switch the cross. So left knee over right. You can tuck your left toes behind your right calf. Shift your hips a little left and lower your knees to the right. And then come back to center, uncross your legs. Keep your knees bent, your feet flat to the floor. Now find your block, lift your hips, slide your block underneath your hips. And again, if you don't have a block, you can do this with a pillow or a folded blanket. You're welcome to keep your knees bent, or you could straighten your legs forward towards the front of your mat or up to the sky. If your legs are straight, rebend your knees. And then lift your hips, remove your prop, lower your hips back down. Take a big full body stretch. Your legs forward and your arms overhead. Vault both feet over to the right. Move your chest to the right as well. Feel free to cross your ankles. You can also adjust your arms to a different position if something else would feel better. And then switch sides. Walk your legs to the left. Move your chest to the left. You can cross your ankles if you like, or adjust your arms. And then come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest one final time, either with movement or stillness. You grab your feet for happy baby, or if there's something else that you know your body needs before you rest, please take the time to do that now. Take as much time as you need, but once you are ready to rest, you can go ahead and transition into your final resting pose, whatever that means for you. You're just looking for a position that will feel comfortable in your body. And as you begin to settle in, consciously release any effort or tension that may still be lingering in your body. Let your breath just be soft and gentle in and out of your nose or your mouth. And for the next few moments, just rest. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. And bring small movements back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. You could roll your wrists or ankles. Feel free to reach your arms overhead if another full body stretch would feel nice. And then bend your knees. You can place your feet flat on the floor or hug your knees back into your chest. You're welcome to spend your next couple of breaths right here or roll over onto one side. Press yourself up to seated. Fold your palms together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll end with the invocation of peace. When we say Om Shanti, 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 we're asking for peace for ourselves, for our family, for our community, and for the world. Let's take a deep breath in together. Feel free to say the invocation with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Begin to rub your palms together, creating some heat between them. Cup your palms in front of your eyes. Blink your eyes open and release your hands down. Thank you so much for joining me for practice today. Hope you have a great rest of your day.